Blast me to Cyphos! It's time for the Mad Merlin's Warhammer 40,000 Imperium journey. Issue 31, Part 1, Lore and Building. Hello and welcome back to the Mad Merlin's Imperium journey. We're finally back and we're going to begin issue 31 today. As you can see, issue 31 includes the first of our 4 ruins that we're going to get. The second one is also in this latest delivery, which is issue 34. So we'll be looking at that one shortly. So we've got our frames and our magazine. So 2 miniatures in this issue, the larger building and the smaller ruined wall. We learn about the Blood Angels, we paint our ruined factorum, and we get the movement phase for our core rule section. So we'll go vertical, and I'll take a close look at the frame and look through our magazine. So here we have our frame. As you can see, we get 2 large walls, 2 smaller walls, 2 pieces of flooring, and a cog mechanica symbol to go in the hole. But all in all, the model is rather nicely detailed, plenty of rivets, battle damage markings, broken lights, damaged switches, etc., broken pipes, broken window frames. And we got plenty of detail underneath the grates on the flooring. We got loads of pipes working their way through. Lovely detail on the cog mechanica symbol there. And on the other side, we have the inside. So, like I mentioned in the unboxing video, the one thing I don't like about these frames is the underside. I get that we're not going to see the underside all that often, but I do have a great love of the 5th edition 40k terrain kits, which had reversible flooring, so you could have either a heavy Mechanicus themed or a more standard Imperial sort of... my brain's gone dead. It's basically double-sided. You had one side which looked more Mechanicum and one side that looked more Imperial for like a ruined... really, my brain does not want to work today, apparently. But moving on, we've got some lovely detail down here. We've got the windows, controls, switches, dials, vents. Great big hole there, of course, which will be the Mechanica symbol. It's really annoying that we can't flip it around, so we have the vent on the outside. But it is designed to have the cogs go in a specific location, sadly. We've got our door here, which is a little bit buckled at the bottom, but it adds so much nice detail. So there we have our frame. Now let's take a look at issue 31. Go up a little bit higher so I can get it all in shot. And make sure I'm focused. I am. Good. So here we go with issue 31. So we get 2 battle records. We get the Ruin Factorum and we get our Battle Zone Cyphos. So this is much like the previous one, is where we can record the results of playing through this issue's mission 3 times and see who can control the sector of the planet or moon. We have Lucius and Agrippina for our Forge Worlds, learn about the Blood Angels, we build and paint our Factorums, and then we got our terrain tutorial teaching us all about area terrain, movement phase rules, and our 9th, or what should be 8th playthrough, but 9th page for our Scout mission pack. So, Ruined Factorum, the shattered remnants of war. Even the most heavily reinforced buildings are unlikely to survive the full force of a Xenos invasion and emerge intact. Across the surface of Cyphos and the other moons of the Ramazes system, The hollowed out remains of Imperial structures provide meagre cover for beleaguered defenders. So we got the key details on our terrain piece. So the upper floor, which is perfect for sniper positions. The intact lower walls, which are good to give you plenty of defense. And then the reinforced doors as well. So on the back of our battle record, we've got the binaric designation for this ruined facility. And my dice decided to roll constant evens for about 6 numbers, and then they decided to go constant odds. So I changed a few numbers around and got a slightly more better looking result. So binaric designation is 01101010010000100, and it used to be a Medicaid facility. So I've got a nice little D6 chart here to show what our building is. So I rolled the 6 for the Medicaid facility. We've got also living quarters, weapons cache, ammunition plant, promethium storage, and a makeshift barracks. So if you've got some of the older 40k objectives, you could easily add those in. I have the Medicaid droid, Medicaid servitor, and the doctor's table, so I could easily put those into the bottom level of this and have it as a decommissioned Medicaid facility. So now we got our battle zone Cyphos. This is our second one. We had our first one, which was Megaria for the Factorum areas. So this is District Omega 12. So Cyphos's Factorum and military districts have been ground down beneath a Necron invasion. Imperial forces now do battle with the Necrons in the ruins of the once grand structures that are now twisted and broken, reduced to serving as makeshift cover for battling warriors. We got some of the specific imagery of the District Omega 12. So we've got Imperial statues, cargo haulers, and the storage areas. So my sector's name is District Infernus, and it used to manufacture hardened armor plates before the Necrons came in and trashed it all. So, like I said, we play through Mission 9 3 times, recording who wins each victory. And every time you win a battle, your attackers become the defenders, and so on. It starts with Necrons and Space Marines as defenders and attackers. And then it will swap to Space Marines and Necrons, and then whoever wins will become the defender as more Necrons or Space Marines come in to attack. But that's a really nice, fun feature we're going to learn to play through in these games. Moving on to our first bit of new lore. So we've got Forge Worlds page 2. So we're looking at Lucius, the Hollow Forge. The Forge World of Lucius is a gigantic hollow planet whose industrial sprawl carpets its inner surfaces. In the planet's empty heart burns an immense artificial sun, a fusion mega-reactor that the Lucian tech priests claim to have built, but whose origins are shrouded in mystery. So it goes on to detail how the Lucius Forge World goes to war. They are proud to wear the red of Mars, but have a different colouring to their fatigues. They got a beigey sort of colour. And they are often one of the more decorated of the Forge Worlds. Their marshals are known to have updated masterworks in weapons and bionics. And they make heavy use of the Iron Striders, Cerberus Corps, and Doomcrawlers. They also have an affiliation with the Titan Legion called the Warp Runners, who are a Titan Legion, who are known for teleporting into battle. Next up we have Agrippina, which is the Forge World at the heart of the Cadia sector. So Agrippina is a world scarred by war, its legions forged in conflicts, crucible and tempered through the fires of hellish battle. Long has this forge world resisted the attentions of the dark god's minions. So it was perilously close to the Eye of Terror and often helped Cadia. Since the fall of Cadia and the opening of the Rift, Agrippina has become more and more infested with demons. They wear a black but red undersuit, and their tech priests are constantly gathering data on the demons of chaos, and they prefer to go to war with Scutari Rangers and Archaeopter gunships. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and Cerberus Sulphur Hounds again as well. So we learn about a new chapter of Space Marines, the Blood Angels. So one of my favourite chapters from when I first started back in 5th edition, when the old 4th edition White Dwarf Codex was still running around before the 5th edition Codex got updated in 2009, I believe. But I just loved the different aspects of the Blood Angels, which I'll get to on the other page. So, the Sons of Sanguinius. As one of the first founding chapters, the Blood Angels trace their lineage to one of the Emperor's Primarchs, the Great Angel Sanguinius. Though their Primarch has long since fallen, his legacy casts a long shadow over their chapter, and the Blood Angels still strive to live up to his ideals. So, I got a wonderful piece of artwork depicting Blood Angels in the midst a invading chaos force of, for some reason, Khorne worshipping World Eaters and Slaanesh worshipping Demonettes. So not exactly two factions that usually go together. But still, standing proud, holding the banner high, and facing off against the evils of the warp. So on this side we have a little bit of information about Commander Dante, who has become the Warden of the Imperium Nihilus. And this is one of the bits here that I found really intriguing about the Blood Angels. It's the floor. So when Sanguinius fell, there was a psychic backlash that resonated through all of these warriors. And the Red First, which has always been an aspect of the Blood Angels, now takes on a darker form and will eventually become a Black Rage. This makes a Blood Angel go crazy, seeing his enemies only as Horus, the War Master of Chaos, and he thinks himself Sanguinius and seeks to find glorious death in battle. For anyone who has Warhammer Plus, do watch Angels of Death. There's a brilliant scene that depicts a Blood Angel falling to the Black Rage. And it is, like I said, a really glorious scene and just how I'd imagine it to actually play out. So, the Blood Angels have a grudge with High Fleet Leviathan, who is constantly harassing their system, and has even made planetfall on Baal Primus, their home planet of the Blood Angels. So, now we're on to building our ruins. So, I'll grab my tools, and I'll show you how these go together. So, these models are pretty interesting in how they go together. If we flip over to the inside, we see we have a series of tabs that interlock, and this is how the models basically are held together. And the fittings for the flooring is also a pretty tight fit, so you can easily get your models to be pushed together without the need for glue. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how these go together without the need for glue. So I will clip off. I'll do the small wall sections, then I'll build up these off camera and then show you how the floor sections work. So here we go then. So we'll start off, like I said, with the smaller walls. We can easily cut these out and not bother about cleaning them up too much, just to give you a sense of how they all go together. Just a matter of working your way around each of the frames, each of the model components, cutting each one free with a good snip of your clippers. Make sure we hold on to our models so it doesn't fly away when we make that final cut. There we go. So, like I said, I won't clean these up, I'll do that in my own time. But I can show you here how these go together. So we got the 2 tabs on one side and the 3 on the other. And these simply push into each other like so. And you push like that until they are firmly pressed together. And we have our built wall. So there. That works really well. I'll just quickly build up the larger piece and I'll show you how the floor sections work. So here we have our floor sections cut out and our main wall built. You might need to push this a little bit harder as it is a tight fit, but once done we can simply push our corner section in like so, and this section goes in like so. And Mini Merlin will show you that it can support a bit of weight. A little bit heavier. I've got paint pot. It supports it, so it'll support a miniature without the need for gluing. But you can, of course, follow the guideline in the instruction sheets and apply your glue and get everything to fit in a more secure fashion. There we have our ruined factory ready for our next mission. So all what's left for me to do then is to say thank you for watching. Oh, almost forgot. In issue 34, I will show you how you can merge these 2 kits into one larger kit and even combine the components in different ways. So I'll show you that, again, like I said, in issue 34. But next up will be my paint guide, once I decide if I'm going to paint as the magazine shows or how I've already started painting some of my older terrain. The more I look at the magazine's version, the more I like it, actually. It seems, I think it's going to look a little bit better than my a bit too on the dark side bone coloured terrain. I think that's definitely going to need a dry brush of a lighter colour to bring out the details a lot better. But there we go. As I was saying, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. And as always, there's my affiliate link, my social media links, and even my eBay page in the description down below, and my Buy Me a Coffee if you'd like to help support the channel. So, I'll see you next time for more mad content. Goodbye.